Chris Yoga, will the draft, the MLB draft, be a really good draft, the top 10 players in the draft, and then the rest of the players going down the pipeline? Who knows? The first draft pick is usually the best one. Usually, potentially a Hall of Famer, or the top three are potentially one Hall of Famer out of all of them. Will the player come from high school? Will the player come from college? I personally would prefer to, if I was a player, I would draft the player straight out of college. I think the players that are pitchers that are coming from high school are pitching too hard, can be injury prone, and it just happens that they get injured. As a rule of thumb, Tommy John surgery doesn't usually happen for a player until they reach their mid-20s or so, if it does happen. Specifically, I can't name a player that had the Tommy John surgery that come in to the league at a younger age, but I could tell you, foremost, they throw harder in high school, coming out of high school, than into college. It seems to be injury prone, in my opinion, those players. Now, as far as a position player, I would want to draft a player out of high school and groom them to get to the majors, Double A, 600 plate appearances, etc., and get them into the cuspice of the division and into MLB to begin with. It's just a better timeline and a better time frame for the player to get into the league. That's my opinion. But we will continue this discussion while I'm building my sets, and then hopefully we'll be watching some baseball at the same time. But thank you for your time.